What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland Football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right, it feels good to be back, especially on this day where we just hours away from the preseason opener of the Cleveland Browns going up against the Washington Redskins. So we'll see what we look like tonight. You know, preseason is hard to say. You know, who go play, who not go play, what we go look like, you know, what the offense will show, what we'll put out there on defense. But for right now, for today, I want to take a look at our defense. We know what we got on offense. Offense gets, right now, it's been getting a lot of attention. You know, Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., Kareem Hunt. So we know what we got on offense, you know, but let's look and see what we got on defense, because, you know, without this defense, it don't matter who you got on offense. You should score 37 and lose. So let's see what we got on defense, because I think the defense will have to win some games for us next year. You know, it's gonna be some grinded out, some 20-13. Some 14-6. So I think defense, especially in the playoffs, things get a little bit tighter, a little bit closer, a little bit harder. People know exactly what you're going to do. There's only maybe a few things that you could come up new, you know, on offense that late in the season. So the games will get closer and harder. And as they get closer and harder, defense will have to win some games for us. Looking at our defense, we got a new defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks, from he was last year. He was head coach at the Arizona Cardinals. They went 3-13. They sucked, but I think he got a raw deal. He was fired after his first year, and it really wasn't, you know, kind of give it a chance to show what he can actually do and put his imprint on the roster and on the team. So they let him go. We picked him up. We got a good quality guy. He's going to implement the 4-3. Means moving, you know, sliding right into pick up where we was at last year. Looking at our base front four, we don't put a lot of money, invested a lot in that front four. Left DN Olivier Vernon, he came over from the Giants, 7 sacks last year, solid veteran. The D tackle Sheldon Richardson, we know what we have in him. He came over from the Vikings, 4.5 sacks last year, inside guy. You know, we want them to plug the run. They get some sacks for you. That's big time. Larry Ogunjobi, another inside guy, 5.5 sacks last year. Starter last year for us. You know, he's showing us something. So I like what we got there. And then we know we got the right DN, Myles Garrett, 13.5 sacks last year. Big balling. So expecting big things from here. He has lost some weight. He's dropped about 10 pounds. He's going to be even more lean coming around that edge. So quarterbacks beware. Myles Garrett is coming. So I like what we got up front. I think last year, the defensive backs was the strong point of the defense. I don't know. It might be changing. At the linebacker spot, Gerald Avery. You know, he started some games last year on that weak side. Yeah, he started some games last year on that weak side. So we'll see what he can do for us this year in a more full-time capacity. Middle linebacker Joe Schobert, guy flying around, making plays, a lot of tackles, tackling machine. But he'll have, you know, he'll be pushed. We know we got the rookie, Mac Wilson, who has showed up. He's been showing up in practice. From what I hear, making plays, flying around, interceptions, pick sixes. I mean, this is practice, but young guy, he's flying around. He's going to be hard to keep off the field. Strong side linebacker, we know we got, and Christian Kirksey. Very smart player, has a nose for the ball, interceptions, fumble recoveries, you know, forced fumbles. This guy, he is a playmaker. He suffered a hamstring injury last year, kind of kept him off the field later in the season. But let's hope he can stay healthy, because, I mean, he makes the defense go. He's our guy. Looking at that defensive backfield, here we go. And we still gonna be strong here. Strong safety. We done brought in Morgan Burnett. I don't know. I got a question mark here. He's coming over from Pittsburgh. He's a veteran. He's been around a long time. He's actually a Super Bowl champion. He was on that 2010 team with the Green Bay Packers. But he's a solid veteran presence. But I just don't know what we're going to get from him. He didn't do much in Pittsburgh last year. They released him after like a year or so. But he's actually reuniting with Demarius Randall. He was also safety at Green Bay. These are Dorsey's guys. These are some of Dorsey's guys. We know what Demarius Randall brings. Athletic, smart, can play the ball in the air. What he had last year? He had 4 picks in 15 games. So he made plays for us solid. I like what we got there. All right. Then at that right cornerback, we know we got the sensational rookie Denzel Ward. Well, he's not a rookie no more. Denzel Ward, 2-time rookie defensive player of the week last year. So he had some injuries. I'm looking for him to be able to stay on the field. Tackling. A lot of stuff came up. He coming up and hitting guys. He can hit. He's not afraid to hit, but when you going up against these, these tight ends and these big running backs, y'all know what I mean. But when he coming up and hitting these backs, these big guys, man, you got to, you can't come up and you throw your shoulder in there and you out with a stinger. You got to be able to cut them down or get in their way, corral them till them linebackers come up and give you some help, because we got to keep you on the field. So let's work on that tackling. Might need to buck up a little bit. We'll see. Then at that other cornerback spot, that left cornerback spot, Terrence Mitchell, he's going to be pushed. He missed some time last year with a broken arm. He's going to be pushed because we know we got the confident rookie behind him, Greedy Williams. He's itching and looking to get on the field. 6'2", 183 pounds, long, lanky, rangy, can play the ball. It's going to be hard to keep him off the field. I know we'll have some packages, some nickel packages, who knows. But he's going to push Terrence Mitchell for that spot. And Mitchell, I don't see him giving it up easy, because he's a fighter. I mean, first off, his name is Terrence. So he go fight. And then, literally he will fight. Like you saw last year, he got into a fight with Jarvis Landry. They got into a rumble, but he's a solid guy. I mean, this is not a problem. This is depth. And guys go down. Guys get hurt. Unfortunately, that's a part of the game. And you want to be able to put guys in and not miss a beat. And be able to run the defenses and run the things that you want to run. So depth is important. I do think we're deeper on defense this year at every position level, from the D-line, linebackers, and defensive backs. So we are better, I think, this year. So let's see what we might be able to do. And we know our conference is our division is a defensive division. And in order for us to be able to win a division and make some noise and get into the playoffs, we're going to have to stop some people. We're going to have to lay some hats on some guys. And again, defense is going to have to win some games for us. So I'm excited about what we have. I just wanted to talk about the defense today. I hope to catch you after the game. Got some new and some exciting things coming up, as far as CLE football and in my life in general. I'll be able to catch you up on those things. So, hey, let's get ready for the night. Let's let these dogs out. Let's let these dogs out and see what we can do against the Redskins. All right? So if you hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe.